Kelly gets.
Hello everyone, welcome this afternoon to our awards ceremony. As the first teacher up, I would just like to remind our students that when your name is called, please stand. And if your parents or somebody in the audience is here, to please face them so they can get a picture of you, especially you here if you want to turn around and face the group. So, I am Mrs. Getz. I teach high school social studies classes. The first awards today I'll be giving out are outstanding students in the social studies areas. They demonstrated interest in the subject area, general enthusiasm for learning, and an overall positive attitude throughout the year, along with high performance. In world history this year, our two outstanding students are Josie Stewart and Carissa Haldeman. For American history, Trevor Kaiser and Leah Anstead. And American government, Eddie Deaton and Jalen Betts. The next group I would like to mention is my group for current events class, which was an addition to our schedule this year. I was pleased to have a great group of kids who love to have fun. They love to torment each other and me. But most of all, they did like to talk about current events, and they like to learn about all kinds of things, past and present, that are going on in the world, which gives us all hope, I think, that our kids want to be part of that. So, one of the most interesting topics that we discussed, and I didn't put an award together for that, was something about a Florida man. If you're in that class, you understand. A lot of crazy things happen with Florida men. Don't look it up, it'll be too weird. All right, awards given for today are for the highest GPA in both semesters of current events class, and they go to Jalen Betts, Bryn Gillespie, Eli Miller, and Josie Stewart. This award is one that as adults I think we all love, and our students don't. They think it pegs them somehow as most improved, as I must have really been terrible to start, and then I got better, and we're acknowledging that. And as an educator, I know the rest of the staff here agrees that is not the case. We love to see improvement, and it comes in a variety of ways. This year, the student that I would like to recognize is one who's taken social studies from me for 4 years. Her grades and understanding have increased a lot. She's worked really hard this year, especially, and I appreciate her efforts. So this award goes to Dominica Perez. Recognition, Evie Dean, if you would please stand. Evie's my aide this year. So Evie has not just been my aide. Evie is a historian at heart. Evie loves history. So I have so appreciated all of the things that she has done for me, not just grading, but also helping with assignments. Yes, I'd also like to give a shout out to Eli Miller, who's having a small attack in the front row. Yes, Eli Miller, who is actually not my aide, but on days she didn't have other things going on for her aide, she came and helped as well. So thank you, ladies, very much. All right. Lastly, and then I'll get out of here, I want to recognize this year's Quitter High School Student Council, as I'm the Student Council sponsor. We were very happy this year to finally be back to normal, quote-unquote, activities. And we had a lot of fun doing those things. So if our student council members will please stand when I call your name: President Jaden Moon, Vice President Gus Bridges, Eli Miller, Dominica Perez, Eva Gillespie, Keegan Haldeman, Eli Grunbacher, Kyler Johnson, Jalen Betts, Kaylee Knuff, Trevor Kaiser, Preston Havlis, Braden Polipka, Caitlin Countryman, Sage Betts, Lakin Getz, Trudy Wolf, Cabri Kwasniska, Kelsey Solinsky, Carissa Haldeman, Camden Polifka, Hans Deaton, and Emma Hossie. Now, what you're saying is that's most of the school. And that is partially correct. You guys can go ahead and sit down. Thank you. Our maximum number is 25. This year we had 23. That's a combination of class elections and then an application process at the beginning of the year for kids who would like to be involved in STUCO. Some of the activities that we do, we really need that many people for. Probably the one I think of most is Winterpalooza. if our student council kids would like to weigh in on that. We had over 100 kids in this gymnasium, and that went for 3 hours this year. And it required every single hand to make sure we were safe and having fun. So this year we did Winter Palooza, Spring Palooza again. We did one school blood drive, which we had full student participation. Food drive scavenger hunt for the food bank. We had our annual basketball jersey fundraiser. We had a community appreciation initiative with Krispy Kreme donuts. And finally, we were able to make our largest yearly contribution to the Quinter Community Scholarship Fund, which we're really proud to be able to do that. So, thank you so much to my student council kids. You were awesome. Looking forward to an exciting year next year under the leadership of Preston Havlis as president and Lakin Getz as vice president. So, congratulations, and I will now turn the mic over to, I don't really know. Oh, Angie Meyer. Thank you.
All right, the classroom award that I would like to present is an award for students that have received all A's every 9 weeks for all 4 9 weeks this year. So would the following students please stand up? Carissa Haldeman, Trevor Kaiser, Braden Lithka, Jaden Boone, Gus Bridges, Ava Gillespie, Zane Beckner, Marta Cavaway, Trace Kitterton, Jenna Pearson, Ethan Grunbacher, Lakin Getz, Kane Johnson, Kennedy Worth, Patty Harkett, Camden Lithka, and Heidi Simon. To be able to accomplish all A's, these students had to complete their homework on a daily basis, as well as take notes and study hard and persevere through some tough tests. I would like to thank each of them for the example that they set for their peers. You may be seated. This year, I also had the opportunity to coach Scholars Bowl. So when my Scholars Bowl members, please stand up if you participated at all. And a couple of you only participated in like one. But, okay. Yep, back there too. Thanks. All right, so overall this season, we went 37-13. And to be honest with you, throughout the season, we did really well, especially at the beginning of the season. They competed here at our winter meet against 12 other teams and got first place. They competed in the Colby meet against 14 other teams and got first place. We tied for second at league, ended up with third. But when it came down to regionals, we couldn't quite get there to be able to move on to state, but they definitely put up a fight. And I'm proud of each one of them. We're looking forward to watching the rest of the team members grow, but we'll definitely miss our group of seniors. They've been great. Okay, the last thing that I want to do is recognize our Senior National Honor Society members. So would you please come forward as I call your name? Jalen Betts, Jaden Boone, Gus Bridges, Eddie Deaton, Ava Gillespie, Eli Grunbacher. As a member of National Honor Society, these young men and women have taken the initiative in the classroom and in school activities. They have a willingness to work for the benefit of those in need, and they strive to make the right choices daily, along with maintaining an excellent GPA. It is my honor to present them with their stolen cords to be worn at graduation this Saturday.
present 2 library certificates of merit to the senior library aides. These students will also receive a library pin in their packets. This year, Julie Rummel served as the high school library aide. She managed the interlibrary loan program and recataloged and labeled our poetry, short story, and drama sections in addition to shelving books. Thank you, Julie, for your excellent service. Jessa Borger served as the grade school library aide. Every day she opened the library, checked out books to grade school kids, organized the shelves, and created neat bulletin boards. And when she had to be absent, let me tell you, I always heard about it from the grade school teachers. Thank you, Jessa, for your assistance this year. I'm also here to present the High School Reading Awards for the 2021 school year. I will begin with just this fourth 9-week Reading Awards. The top reader in each class will receive a small prize and a certificate. Students still have some time to read before the grades are entered, so the results reflect the number of books read by the end of the day on Friday. In the freshman class, Kyler Glick was the top reader for the fourth 9 weeks with a total of 45.3 points read, and he can receive his prize in the library this afternoon. In the sophomore class, Carter Borger was the top reader for this last 9 weeks with 96 points read. For the juniors, Jaden Ricker read the most this 9 weeks with 25.4 points read. And the top senior reader for this 9 weeks with 48.4 points total is Marta, whose accomplishment is even more impressive when we consider that she was reading in her second language. Congratulations to the fourth 9 weeks. Now for the whole year Reading Awards. The top 3 students will receive these beautiful medals in their packets, and they will also receive a small prize in the library this afternoon. The 4th and 5th place readers will still receive certificates and a small prize in the library. Our 5th place total year reader with 108 points for the year was Rose Roberts. Our 4th place reader with 109 points for the total year was Natalie Schramm. Our 3rd place reader with 166.2 points for the year was Evie Deaton. Our 2nd place reader with 177 points for the year was Bradley Bogert. Top reader with an impressive 229.7 points for this school year was Carter Borger. I would like to introduce our science teacher, Ms. January Bridges.
Welcome. I'm the physical science teacher, so I teach all the things that aren't alive or were alive, because those are kind of gross. But I teach a lot of chemistry and physics-based classes. I have a couple of awards today. To start off with, will Marta please stand up? Marta's my most outstanding STEM student. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It's a pre-engineering course. She did wonderful, coming in with quite a bit different knowledge and a lot of language barriers and conversions. She was doing a lot of different things, so she worked through it really, really well, and she did wonderful. My next 2 awards go to my chemistry class. My chemistry class is probably one of the more difficult courses in the school. It's a high-level, high-thinking, problem-solving course, and it really stretches the students. I appreciate all the kids that took chemistry and their hard work throughout this year. But will Trevor Kaiser and Brayden Plithka stand up? Both of these 2 young men had A's all 4 quarters, and they were my most outstanding because they had exactly the same average as of today. We still have one more test, boys. So as of right now, they are tied for the highest. My next award goes to my earth science classes. Will the following students please stand? Krista Haldeman, Trace Kinner-Connect, and Josie Stewart. These three people had A's all 4 quarters, with Josie Stewart being my most outstanding with the highest GPA. My next course was physics. I don't have very many students take physics. It's an upper level course, usually seniors, because they have to have quite a bit of math to take it. So I appreciate all that try and come out. Will the following students stand? Jaden Boone and Gus Bridges. Both of these young men had all A's all 4 quarters, but Jaden won out by 0.75. And lastly, I want to give a shout out to my aide who has helped me tremendously in my classroom. Being a lab class, always got a messy room, always have glassware out. Gus Bridges, will you stand? All right, now I'd like to introduce our athletic director and jack of all trades, Mr. Christ.
All right, thank you. I teach health and physical education. The first awards I want to give out is for all A's in freshman health. We had 8 students qualify. Please stand when I call your name. Marta Cavier Abasolo. Did I get it right this time? Close? Okay. I've butchered it 3 or 4 times. So. Brooklyn Countryman, Hans Deaton, Brent Gillespie, Emma Hossing, Addie Hargett, Camden Polifka, and Heidi Simon. Congratulations. In freshman PE, I test the kids. I give them the presidential physical fitness test. They're tested on strength, agility, endurance, flexibility, and cardiovascular endurance. To receive the national award, you have to be in the top 50% of kids across the nation in their age group. And we had 6 kids qualify for the national award. They were Zoltan Beckner, Hans Deaton, Keaton Harvey, Shay Salyers, Kiara Dunnigan, and Addie Hargett. And then we had 2 students who qualified for the Presidential Award, which is the top award. You have to be in the top 85% of the kids in your age group across the nation. We had 2 students qualified for this, and they were Camden Polifka and Stuart Bowman. And each year in weightlifting, I like to give an outstanding weightlifter to 1 female and 1 male student who showed the most improvement and the best work ethic. And this year's female outstanding weightlifter is Kashlyn Kwasniewski. And the male, I couldn't decide. It was close, it was a tie, so I decided to give out 2. And this year's co-male outstanding weightlifters are Trace Kinnercanet and Zane Beckner. And the last thing I'd like to give a shout out to my aide this year. He joined me at semester, to start the spring semester. Gavin Selinsky helped me get ready for athletic events, basketball games, track meets, and everything like that. So appreciate all your help, Gavin. And now Ms. Howry will give out her awards.
Hello everybody, I am Liz Howry. I'm the forensics coach and the project-based learning teacher at Quinter High School. So the third year of having forensics back at Quinter was definitely one of the books for us. After COVID cutting our season short in 2020 and then everything being virtual last year in 2021, we were finally back in person after 2.5 years, so that was very, very exciting for us. And then we also had the great experience of having our league forensics tournament back as well, and we placed 2nd overall, which was very exciting for a very young team to place 2nd overall in our league. So that was a great time for us. I'm going to be giving out a couple of different awards based on how well the kids did this year. So the first award is given to a dynamic duo. This award is given to 2 students who had a fantastic duet piece and worked well together. Their love for performing with each other showed every time they performed, and they continually worked all year to improve their piece. And that goes to Ethan Grubacher and Zane Beckner. The next award goes to most improved I appreciate all the hard work that they put in all year long, and that goes to Dominica Perez. And then the final award is given to the best improv performer. In class, students play a lot of different improvisation games to get them out of their comfort zone. The student consistently showed that they were able to think on their feet and create different scenes or characters quickly, and that goes to Atlee Wolf. And then we had a new class this year called Project-Based Learning. Each student asks a challenging question about something they've always been curious about. They then take a 9-week period to research, interview experts, and figure out an answer to their question. The students then need to create some kind of product to show their understanding of what they learned and share it with the class. Some products included children's books, growing plants with different types of soils, and creating a photography portfolio. The options were endless for them. However, there was one challenging question and product that stood out to me over the course of the school year, and that person is being awarded the Best Project-Based Learning Product Award. This award goes to Tate Blackwell. Tate's challenging question was, is it possible to create a solar-powered car to run only on solar power? After doing research, Tate created a model solar-powered car, and while this model car did work on a small scale, Tate made the determination that a life-size car could not be powered only by solar power due to the weight of the solar power panels that would need to be placed on the car. And next, I'd like to introduce Ms. Candice Fans.
Hello, I'm Candice Fans. I'm an agricultural education teacher. I'd first like to thank my aide, Tavia Kreitz, this year. Most of her job is helping to organize me and clean things, so I really appreciate her for that. My first award is the Green Thumb Award. This award goes to Brandy Blackwood. Brandy loves working in the greenhouse, taking care of her plants, and is always willing to help, and loves to take selfies with her plant babies to track their growth, as she likes to say. So, thank you for your hard work and dedication. The next award is the Ag Science Award, and this goes to a student who's best represented the 3-part model of agricultural education and worked well in class, supervised by agricultural experience, and FFA involvement. This award goes to Trudy Wolf. Trudy goes above and beyond for FFA and has medaled in every contest she's participated in this year. She's also worked different jobs in the agricultural industry outside of school. Congratulations, Trudy. This year in food science, we had a bake-off competition. In this competition, students competed against their classmates to bake a recipe. They were judged on their technique, knowledge, and overall finished projects. Our judges this year were Chastity Maynard, Marcia Jameson, and Rhonda Colburn. This year, the students made garlic sugar biscuits, and they had never seen the recipe before. We decided to give a grand and reserve grand champion to the class. The reserve grand champion will receive some cooking utensils, and that reserve grand champion is Tavia Kreitz. The grand champion will receive a set of baking sheets, measuring cups, in addition to more cooking utensils. This grand champion goes to Eli Miller. Thank you to our prize sponsor, Chastity Maynard. The Agricultural Mechanics Awards. The Agricultural Mechanics Awards this year were selected by a committee of members who wish to encourage students to enroll in the class and strive for excellence and continue challenging themselves in the area of welding. The committee members were as follows: Dan and Tyrell Chubb. They have decided on the following awards: Outstanding Freshman Welder, Outstanding Sophomore Welder, Outstanding Junior Welder, a Creativity Award, and an Ironman Award. The Outstanding Freshman, Sophomore, and Junior Award winner is presented to the student who showed significant progress in their welding throughout the school year and took on a challenging project. Each student will be awarded a grinder donated by Quinter Building Materials. The Outstanding Freshman Award goes to Keaton Harvey. This year, Keaton built a shooting table. The intricacy of the design and construction are what set it apart. The biggest challenge of his project presented for keeping things square different angles that needed to be cut. The Outstanding Sophomore Award goes to Lakin Getz. This year, Lakin made a bale feeder and bunk combination. His challenges included the size of his project, fitting and cutting oil-filled pipe, and working with angles. Lakin built the same project last year. However, this year, you see a lot of growth in the overall construction, squareness, and quality in his welding project. The Outstanding Junior Award goes to Trevor Kaiser. This year, Trevor built a portable cattle loading chute and a four-wheeler trailer. The challenges that Trevor faced were working with expanded metal, fixing problems on an existing project. Additionally, he produced high-quality welds and was willing to help his classmates on their projects. The Creativity Award is presented to a student who creates a unique, unusual, and intricate project. The challenge is their skill in design and structure. This year's recipient. I guess I've been going on too long, sorry. This year's recipient is Bradley Booker. Bradley built a suspension table that is held together by a golden chain. Bradley's challenges included working with many different angles and finding the correct balance to be able to support his table. Bradley will receive an award presented by Premier Television Project. The Iron Man Award is an award given to any grade student that recognizes a student who stands out in the following ways. They show ambition in their project in their scale or intricacy. They provide quality welds, fit, and preparation of their metal. Additionally, the student shows initiative in keeping their work area clean, proper care of equipment, and sets an example for the other students in class. This year's recipient is Jack Hogan. Jack is always looking for ways to make his project the most functional and look the best he can. He focuses on detail and pushes for excellence in his project. He uses his classroom wisely and spends countless hours outside of class to work on his project. This year, Jack built a trailer that he designed his own plans for and figured out all of the design elements on the trailer. He has made strong, good-looking welds and kept things square when working on his project. The award for this project is an Art of New York and the Adjustable Shade Miller welding helmet, and this award is also sponsored by Premier Tillage. I strongly encourage all of you to come out to the Woods of Art and Metal shows tomorrow and see the students' hard work. We'd like to thank our sponsors and judges one last time. Thank you to Jerry Truck, Premier Tillage, Alan Diesel, for our building material, for all that you've done for our students, and Cassidy Mater, Marcia Jameson, and Ron Nicholson for the time and interest in my program. The last thing I would like to recognize is my 4 years in agriculture award. And this year I only have one student that has had all 4 years, and that is Ava Gillespie.
Okay, Mrs. Coons has some high school awards for Algebra 1. This year, she is awarding all A's for all 9 weeks, for all 4 9 weeks. They go to Brooklyn Countryman, Kyler Blake, and Reagan Bonke. She also is doing a Make It Rain award. This is for hard work and all assignments turned in on time. That goes to Tay Blackwell, Brooklyn Countryman, Kyler Blake, Matthew Nader, Reagan Bonke, and Serenity Smith. And the Most Improved Math Award goes to Matthew Nader. I'm going to jump in here quick and do a couple of awards. I teach a lot of different, I pick up a lot of different odds and ends classes. So my college and careers kids, if you were in college and careers for both semesters, would you please stand? These students fill out at least 2 scholarships every week, and they have to stay on top of all their college applications, getting their housing in, their financial aid, and I think I've become the mom in the back of their ear, telling them to get scholarships done. So these are the college and careers kids for this year. already started taking college classes, and you will hear the seniors here in a little bit about how many different hours that they have taken for college online classes. But they turn their grades into me, and that turns into a high school grade. So these are your online college students. I also do, if you are doing student aids, if you have been a student aid this year, please stand. Student aids go to seniors. Seniors can be student aids for other teachers. They turn this in to me. They actually fall underneath the CTE Career Technical and Education Program, and that will qualify them to be a possible career and technical education scholar. But these students all help other teachers, and they turn in a timesheet to me on a daily basis, or a weekly basis, I'm sorry, and they get a grade for that. So these are your student aids. Okay, here's a student intern. Would you please stand? Okay, these students are juniors and seniors, and they intern throughout the community. We have been very blessed from our community to support our internships. They go out to the businesses and they learn different workforce skills and such. So these are your interns. Thank you. And then one student I want to recognize, he was my lone student that went out to Northwest Tech this year, Riley John. Every morning at 7:30, and then he comes here and heads straight into class. I have 5 that will be going out there next semester, or next year, so we're pretty excited about that. So good job, Riley. I am also the KY sponsor this year. KY is an organizational leadership club that's sponsored by Keisha. The club was started by Wanda Mae Vincent, and we work towards leadership skills, community service, through the local, school, state, community, and nation. We have a board that runs the organization with the following board members. Please stand. Co-presidents, Dominica Perez and Ava Gillespie. Secretary-Treasurer, Ebby Deaton. Director of Points, Julie Rummel. Director of Community Service, Brandy Blackwood. Director of Publications, Brent Gillespie. And Freshman Representative, Brooklyn Countryman. We do different community service drives, such as Clean the Gyms after the Classic Rock Classic tournament. We held a Halloween parade for the elementary students, and we bagged candy for every student. We did coloring pages for the LTC. We do military cards for soldiers overseas. We collected shoes for souls, giving third world countries shoes. We held a unit conference for the district junior high and high school clubs. We have the best entertainment of synchronized swimming, I must say, in the state. We did a lock-in to get ready for the unit conference. We had our board members went to regional conference. We did our first and hopefully traditional graduation walk through the elementary this year coming up on Wednesday. And we did a fundraiser to sell pastries through Kansas Made Pastries, and then we were able to donate to the Quinter Community Foundation Scholarship Club. I would also like to thank Mrs. Blipka for organizing the unit conference. She did a fantastic job, and she did everything behind the scenes, and I know her media tech class did a lot too, so Mrs. Blipka, thank you. As I call your name, would you please stand and stay standing? The students that I will list first are students that will receive provisional letters. That goes to Leonie, Avery, Shay, Riley Market, and Keegan. The following students will receive their first enrollment bar would go to Brighton, Grace, Jenna, Hans, Zoltan, Bryn, Addie, Eli Grunbacher, Serenity, Brooklyn, Heidi, Abby, Matthew Elder, Preston, Tate, Camden, Emma, Trent, Bradley Riedel, and Gavin Selinsky. The following students will receive a bar, meaning they have already lettered once before. That goes to Dominga, Ava, Julie, Abby, Fabian, Gus, Jaden, Micah, Kane, Bradley Bogert, Kennedy, Kyler Johnson, Cabry, Ethan, Parker, Sage, Jasmine, Kelsey, Caitlin, Trevor, Carissa, Brandy, Aliyah, Cashlyn, Leah, Lakin, Jalen, Paige, Braden, and Zane. Yes, that's a lot. Thank you for all your hard work. Now you have Mrs. Morgan Lowry.
Hi, my name is Ms. Lowry. I teach high school English here. This is my first award ceremony as a first-year teacher. I did not come prepared with a speech. I thought I'd just wing it. Potentially a rookie mistake, but I guess we'll find out. I'd like to start with English 9. I would like to recognize the students that received an A, all 4 quarters in that class. Please hold your applause till I say all of the names. Bryn Gillespie, Kyler Glick, Emma Hossie, Addie Hargett, Reagan Mockey, and Heidi Simon. The most outstanding student in English 9 I give to the student who has the highest GPA for the entire year, and that goes to Addie Hargett. For English 10, the students that received all A's for all 4 quarters, Sage Betts, Bradley Bogert, Lakin Getz, Ethan Grunbacher, Carissa Haldeman, Kane Johnson, Trace Kinderknecht, Katie Kwasniewska, Rose Roberts, Josie Stewart, and Kennedy Worth. It was a very tight race for most outstanding student, highest GPA in English 10, but just by an inch, Ethan Grunbacher won out. For English 11, the students that received A's all 4 quarters, Leah Anstead, Preston Havlis, Trevor Kaiser, Jenna Pearson, Braden Polifka, and Jaden Ricker. And the most outstanding student for English 11 is Trevor Kaiser. And for English 12, students that received A's for all 4 quarters, Jalen Betts, Jaden Boone, Gus Bridges, Evie Deaton, Ava Gillespie, Eli Grunbacher, Kyler Johnson, Dominica Perez, and Julie Rummel. And the most outstanding student for English 12 was Julie Rummel. Congratulations to all of those students. Thank you all for your hard work. And I'd like to introduce Mr. Steve Nicholson.
Good afternoon. We'll see how this goes. I may or may not have remembered to take my meds today, so we'll just bear with me. All right, so Kaylee, please stand. Kaylee took anatomy and physiology last year and decided it was so much fun she wanted to do more of it than she did. And her and a pregnant cat got well acquainted with various dissections and projects and compare and contrast with human anatomy, so she did a wonderful job with that. Thank you, Kaylee. Abby Flora, please stand. Most improved in biology right there, hands down. Great job, very proud of you. Thank you for all your hard work. Would Addison and Heidi please stand? Oh, great job, guys. Straight A's all year long. Marta, you're up. So learning of the language of anatomy and physiology is tough when you speak English, much less when you're using it as a second language. And I'm so proud of this young lady for all her accomplishments in anatomy and physiology. She did a great job all year long, working through some difficult material and obviously some challenges with the languages. Thank you, Marta. With Brandy, Kennedy, and the dynamic duo of Lakin and Ethan stand up. These four also were in anatomy and physiology together and had an amazing run. One of the periods I'm privileged to teach is current science events, and it's just that. And so you can imagine the plethora of different things that we converse about on any given day. And as Mrs. Bridges might attest to, they're gross. So, but interesting. We get into all sorts of fun things. And so it's been a fun group both semesters, and they do a lot of individual projects as well, in addition to their interest in the current science events. All right. Lastly, I want to recognize my advanced biology students. So that'd be Kane, Jessa, Rose. I think the greatest teacher on the planet, Mrs. Polifka, is next.
And I teach the business classes here. The first group that I want to recognize probably I know they don't get the recognition they deserve, and probably the thanks for me, but with Dominica Perez, Riley Hargett, Jenna Pearson, Brooklyn Countryman, Kara Dunnigan, and Leonie Swain, will please stand up. This is our media tech class. They do a million things throughout the year. The programs that you're holding right now, they made all of those. They made a lot of the certificates today. But throughout the year, they do programs for games, signs, banners, community projects. I don't know, the list goes on, and they do an outstanding job. So I thank all of them for their hard work on all this. The first group I'd like to recognize is from my graphic design class. So this year, Eli Miller and Parker Reeling are going to earn an award for receiving all A's every 9 weeks in advanced graphic design. For accounting, the following students earned all A's every 9 weeks. In accounting 1, Leah Anstead, Carissa Haldeman, and Kelsey Solinsky. Braden Polifka will also earn the award for accounting 2. Our personal finance class, consisting of Jadlyn Betts, Kyler Johnson, Eli Miller, and Dominica Perez, and you can all stand up for this recognition, competed in the stock market game this year. So they're given $100,000 of fake money to invest in stocks, and then they compete against teams throughout the entire state. There were over 700 teams. A lot of them come from much larger schools. They did an outstanding job this fall. I wish I would have actually followed their advice and invested real money in the stock market, because they made a lot of money with their fake stocks, but they finished in the top 15, I believe 11th and 12th in the state. So great job, guys. Okay, the next, sorry, I have a lot here. I teach the yearbook and student club, and this is a group that is extremely busy. So first of all, if you are on the yearbook staff this year, please stand up. So not only do they, I think, publish a very quality piece of work in the yearbook, they are responsible for all of the articles that many of you probably read in the newspaper. They do an outstanding job, have learned all about deadlines and the fun of getting things in on time, quality work, taking pictures, and doing more. So each and every one of them, I think, does contribute to the community and the school in a number of ways. But you guys can go ahead and say thank you. I want to recognize the following individuals: Ava Gillespie, Eli Miller, Leah Anstead, Paige Bell, and Kelsey Solinsky. These ladies, they represented Quinter High School at the Kansas Scholastic Press Corps competition. Some of them actually even had to get through the qualifying rounds just to make the team. They received very high marks from the judges on their newsletter and did an outstanding job that day that we were at the state fair. For yearbook awards, I want to first present an award for our outstanding photographer. This student not only took a lot of pictures throughout the year, but also provided our yearbook and the newspaper with high quality images. The photography award this year goes to Paige Bell. So probably one of our largest jobs that we spend the most time doing is writing articles to submit to the Gove County Advocate. So I am giving an award away for the copy editing / news writing award to the students who showed advanced skills in writing these stories. They took initiative to write their pieces, generally needed very few, if any, corrections on their final copies. So this year, I actually had 2 students. I couldn't decide which one to give it to. I'm giving away 2 awards for the Copy Editing and News Writing Award, and that goes to Ethan Grumbacher and Ava Gillespie. I also would like to recognize we had several new members to our staff who filled in and did a great job. But one student I thought showed so much promise and did an outstanding job on both writing stories for the newspaper and designing the yearbook pages. So the Newcomer of the Year award goes to Jadlyn Betts. The best page design goes to the student who completed a yearbook page and used the elements of our theme the best, combined with the use of graphics, pictures, and quotes to fully tell a story about an event this year, while also just completing a very visually appealing page. This student had one of the best stories to tell, but did it so well. And so this year's top page design goes to Leah Anstedt for her cross-country page. Okay, lastly, and this is, to me, this is one of the largest awards because this is commitment and dedication. For those of you that have finished a yearbook, you know the amount of work and effort that we put into doing that. I have a student who has completed 4 yearbooks, and so I'm giving her what I call the 4 Bulldog Award. There are M&Ms making memories, and so this student is being recognized for all the memories that they helped capture and create within our yearbooks. In her 4 years, she's competed 3 times at the state fair, improving the scores of the team each time we have won. She helped sell numerous ads, completed many, many pages in the yearbook, some hers, some I think she helped other people complete. She wrote countless stories, took thousands of pictures. This year, she was the editor of the yearbook and has really made my job so much easier because all the pages she's already looked at, there's very little corrections for me to even make. And so I'm so grateful for that. She took on a huge leadership role and helped us acquire funds to purchase a new camera. So I am proud to present Ava Gillespie with the 4 Bulldog Award. Ava, please come up. Very last, I want to thank my aide, Dominica Perez. Whether she was my aide or in one of my classes, I cannot say enough about this girl. She is always there, very reliable, does everything I ask her to do, probably does it neater than I would do in most cases. So I want to give her a little recognition. I'm excited for her. She's completed, I think, most of my classes and is following down the business path. So thank you, Dominica. Next up, we have Mr. Mintz, who will be presenting for Mr. Rush.
Before I begin, I wanted to send a shout out to those that were video productions. If you'll stand, Micah, Brianna, and Trudy. If you watched any of the basketball or any of the stuff that we had for Fort Hayes, these guys were the ones making some of the commercials that were put on there. So I appreciate all their hard work in doing that. We had quite a deadline for some of these, so I thought they did a good job. Thank you. Also, before I forget, I wasn't supposed to be here because I was supposed to be at track meet, but I'm here, so I'm going to send a shout out to my student aide, if Eli Miller would stay here. I appreciate all of her hard work. Even though she told me every time I'd have a writing assignment, she said, I don't think you really want me to do that. This year, Coach Rush couldn't be here, so he asked me if I would present his most outstanding wood student. He wanted to say a special shout out to all his students and all the projects, so please come and see them tomorrow night. This year's outstanding wood student goes to Trenton Club. Trenton was a great student aide as well this year. We wanted to thank him for all his hard work. He has a present for you in your packet, but I quote, wait to open it until you get home. Please. Next, we have Ms. Julian Samuelson.
I'm Julian Samuelson. I am for vocal and band. I would like to start with recognition of our students who went to KMEA this year. Our district KMEA band members were Dashiell Brown and Emma Haase. It takes quite a bit to go to district KMEA. They have to do a very difficult live audition. Our district choir students that went to KMEA auditioned and made it were Brandy Blackwood, Caitlin Countryman, Abby Deaton, Hans Deaton, Kyler Glick, Eli Gruenbacher, and Julie Roman. Of the students that go to district KMEA, there are 16 students that are chosen to go on to state. And we were lucky enough, of those 14, we have 4 in our school. Those students were Brandy Blackwood, Evie Deaton, Kyler Glick, and Julie Rommel. Those 4 got to spend a few days in Wichita. We then went to regional and state music. We had, you go to regional if you receive a 1 rating, you move on to state. We had 1 student that went to regional and got a 2, that was Emma Haase. And then for our regional and state, we had Eli Gruenbacher, who went on to state. He got a 1 at regional and a 1 at state. Caitlin Countryman received a 1 at regional and a 2 at state. Dashiell Brown received a 1 at regional and a 1 at state for his Barry Sax. Evie Deaton received a 1 for regional and a 1 at state. Brandy Blackwood received a 1 at regional and a 2 at state. Julie Rummel received a 1 at regional and a 1 at state. And Jessa Porter received a 1 at regional and a 2 at state. For those students who are in mixed ensemble, would you stand, please? This group went to regionals, did a fabulous job, then got a 1, and went on to state. And not only did they get a 1 at state, but they also got among some of the highest ratings given in 1A state. They received a 79 out of 80. In the girls' ensemble, if you would stand, please. This group went to regional and got a 1, went to state. They decided that 79 out of 80 was not good enough. They got 80 out of 80. All of those students will also be lettering in music. Then we have a John Philip Souza Band Award and our National Choral Award. This is an award given to outstanding student or students that exemplify the experience, talent, and leadership. These are special awards because they're voted on by their fellow students. Our outstanding band student this year goes to Dashiell Brown. All of these students will also get a medal in their packets, and their name will also go on a plaque for our classroom. And our outstanding choir students, we have 1 boy and 1 girl, and those go to Evie Deaton and Eli Gruenbacher. Our next teacher up is Mrs. Christy Sue.
Hello, I'm the art teacher, and this year we were able to go to 2 different art shows. We attended the League Art Show in Dane and the Fort Hays State University Art Show at Fort Hays. We had quite a few ribbon winners at both shows, which was really awesome. As I call your name, please stand. At League in Dayton, we had Matthew Elder got 1st place and an honorable mention. Brady Elvin got 2nd place. Rose Roberts got 3rd place. And our honorable mentions were Emma Haase, Kaylee Knuff, Julie Romo, Keegan Halderman, Kyler Johnson, Jessa Recker. And at Fort Hays, it's not like 1st, 2nd, 3rd place, it's just you get a certificate. So these certificate winners were Liz Mulgrave, Jen Pearson got 3, Rose Roberts got 2, Emma Haase, Keegan Halderman, Brady Alvin, Carissa Halderman, Matthew Elder got 2, Kyler Johnson, and Jessica Ricker got 2. Great job. You guys can see all of their artwork plus all the junior high and elementary stuff at our art show tomorrow.
section, I would personally like to thank the donors and the donor families. Without them, this part of the program would not really be possible. I would like to thank Eric Rucker for helping me set up the gym today. We started last week and finished up today, so he was always, I say, hey Eric, can we do this? Oh sure, no problem. Oh sure, and I always say, Eric, make sure you want to do this, because once we do it, it's going to be years to come. Oh, no problem. So thank you, Eric. I would also like to thank Mrs. Polivka and her media tech students. Will her media tech students please stand up again one more time? These students, again, make all the certificates, but they go out of their way to help make everything for this day to happen also. I would also like to thank the college reps for coming out and talking to our students before and staying after to talk about their colleges with the new students. Please make sure you guys go out and talk to them. To the parents and the graduates, enjoy this week as your high school years come to a close, and thank you for sharing your children. Okay, so 4-H honor reports. Would let's see, Kennedy and Kelsey please come forward?
The Gove County 4-H Council would like to recognize the graduating seniors within the program. The 4-H year goes from October 1st through September 30th. In November, we have our annual achievement banquet, which many graduated members are not able to attend due to the new schools or working schedules. The Gove County 4-H Council representatives and I are honored to be handing out the Gove County 4-H Achievement Honor Cords to Eli Miller.
He has served the club and county in various officer positions. Eli participated in many projects over the years, but you could always plan on him being in the showroom in his sheep project. He has volunteered hours in the summer to give back to youth by being a counselor for Rock Springs Ranch. Eli joined his club supporting the communities in activities such as Easter egg hunts, food pantry drives, Lotto McBurney Run, etc. It takes great dedication to add all these activities to an already busy schedule. Thank you for your years of leadership and hard work. May you always remember 4-H grows true leaders and the famous motto, to make the best better. Good luck in your future endeavors.
The next is the Kansas Governor Scholar. The Governor Scholar program honors the top academic 1% of Kansas high school seniors. Scholars are selected from academic public schools and private schools in the state. Last weekend we had one winner that was awarded from the Governor Scholar, and that was Gus Bridges. Would you please come forward? Gus got a certificate last weekend, and he gets to pick an outstanding teacher that he wants to award. Gus?
My outstanding teacher that I would like to select is Mrs. Bridges.
Kansas Honor Scholars. The Kansas Honor Scholar program started in 1971. The program recognizes high school seniors from all 105 Kansas counties who rank in the top 10% of their class. In order to be a Kansas Scholar, you have to be a Kansas Scholar curriculum completer, and that will be, you have to have 4 units of math, 4 units of science, 3 units of social studies, 2 units of foreign language, and this year's recipients are Gus Bridges and Jaden Boone. Please come forward. I was notified actually on Friday that we have, when you become a Kansas curriculum completer, you also become eligible to become a Kansas State Scholar. They take your ACT score and they take your GPA, they figure an index number, and you have to meet an index number in order to be qualified for a scholarship. Found out on Friday that both our gentlemen get to qualify for the scholarship, so congratulations, gentlemen. Okay, would Mrs. Lundgren and Mrs. Souza please come forward? Okay, CTE stands for Career Technical Education. This is the 4th year that they have done this award, and we found out today, or last week, that we had 2 winners. There were 140 applicants, and this mainly comes from 6A schools. If you go onto the Kansas website, you will see they are all from Olathe schools. They have their own program for CTE. Our 2 students have been awarded this. They have to do the following. They have to have 3 or more CTE credits with verified technical skills and senior level status. They have to have a GPA in those CTE courses of 3.5 or better. They have to have 100 hours of community service. They have to have a workplace experience. They have to have a career vision statement. They have, and they have to reflect that within their vision and their plans. Mrs. Souter is going to be giving the Graphic Design Award for Visual Arts to create art and communication ideas through our feelings. This is a variety of method and assortment materials. This year, Kaylee Knuff will receive a certificate, a commemorative pin, and graduation boards to be worn at graduation. We also have a winner in the Education and Training pathway. The Education pathway is under the direction of Mrs. Countryman, but Mrs. Lundgren will be presenting the award. She and Mrs. Leon and Mrs. Ziegler serve as the committee pathway community members for the SMART goals. The pathway is to help students become leaders in the classroom while practicing knowledge and skills to be provided in the classroom setting. This year's winner goes to Jalen Betts. Jalen did several internships underneath Mrs. Julie McDonald, Mrs. Ryan Walt, and Mrs. Tracy Betts. She's also helped with Kindergarten Roundup with Ms. Rayanne Maki and teaches religion every Wednesday night for first graders. Jalen is going into elementary ed and with an emphasis in special education. Congratulations. Kansas ACT Scholars awarded to students who scored 32 or higher on their ACT. This is an honor sent by Dr. Randy Watson, the Education Commissioner. This year, Quinter has the honor of having an awardee. This year, Gavin Selensky is a Kansas ACT Scholar scoring a 33 on his ACT. Okay, the American Legion Award recognizes the male and female that possesses high qualities in courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service. This is selected by the teachers, and this year's winners are Gus Bridges and Eddie Dean. The DER Good Citizen Award is given to a person that holds qualities that are dependability, truthful, loyalty, punctual, service which incorporates courtesy and considerations of others, leadership, and patriotism through selfless, unselfish interest in family, school, community, and nation to an outstanding degree. This year's recipient is Evie Dean. Evie was also the district winner where she went on to compete at the state level. Each year, the Topeka Capital Journal chooses an all-state academic team and recognizes the best and brightest young minds in the Sunflower State. This year, we have one senior that was nominated, and he went on to represent our school in our district. That nominee was Gus Bridges. Okay, the Heisman High School Award. The Heisman High School Award is a prestigious and national award that recognizes outstanding scholar athletes who understand the most important victories not only happen on the field but in the classroom. This year's remarkable leaders, which are game-changing differences every day, goes to Ava Gillespie and James Boone. Okay, up next is Mr. Countryman with the Exceptional Student Award.
Good afternoon. Most of the awards that I have to give out we do during graduation. However, there is one award that I would like to give, or actually just recognize as students, and it's the award for perfect attendance. For a student to have perfect attendance, they really have to be committed, but it's more than just them being committed. It's really a family commitment to making sure that their students attend school. I've mentioned before that to have perfect attendance, you got to be a little bit lucky. You have to stay healthy. You have to avoid the orthodontist appointments. You have to go to avoid weddings and vacations and things like that. So it really is quite a commitment by the family. This year we have 2 high school students that have perfect attendance so far. We still have a few days of school left, so we'll see if they can make it. We're not going to give them any awards until the last day of school, but I would like to recognize them. The first student that we'd like to recognize for perfect attendance this year is Miss Addie Hargett. Would you stand, please? And the other perfect attendance award goes to Mr. Shay Salyers. Would you stand, please? Nice work. And I think I'm going to turn it over to, looks like Sharon Boyce.
I represent the Friends of the J. Johnson Public Library. We are an advocating organization first for reading, for freedom of information, for helping our libraries and you being the best you can be. Each year we give a scholarship. This year the committee has chosen Jessa Borger, who wrote a great essay for our scholarship. Jessa.
We are very pleased to present this year's scholarship to Jalen Betts.
Good afternoon. I am Connor Fiscarelli, the CEO of Gulf County Medical Center. Each year we are given the opportunity to sponsor the Project Promise Scholarship. Applicants of this scholarship for this scholarship must submit a resume, transcript, an essay detailing why they should be the recipient of this award, and the most obvious piece, they must attend prom. So
The Vera Beaver applicant must be pursuing a degree toward education in some capacity. This year's winner of a $200 scholarship goes to senior Jalen Betts.
And Betts is up next with Western Plains Energy.
Every year, Western Plains Energy chooses one senior from the counties surrounding the facility and go to Logan and Sheridan counties. The requirements to receive this scholarship include community involvement, actively involved in school activities and clubs, and pursuing post-secondary education from either a technical school, 2-year, or 4-year college. On behalf of Western Plains Energy, it is my honor to present the scholarship to Jalen Betts.
Okay, the recipient for the Quinter alumni, they must have attended Quinter High School for all 4 years, be an outstanding citizen, and attend a post-secondary institution. This year's winners of $500 scholarship goes to Jalen Betts and Gus Bridges. Farm Bureau Association, the Go County Farm Bureau Board meets to decide the winner upon the scholarship of $500. This is to be used by the student at his or her post-secondary education. The student's family must be a member of Farm Bureau Association and have an agricultural background. This year's $500 winner goes to Ava Gillespie. Preserve and restore the existing structures, as well as promote our community to new businesses. We will do this by enhancing and stabilizing and increasing the economy and population of the city of Collier and its surrounding areas while celebrating humanities, area history, education, and the arts. This year's winner of a $1,000 scholarship goes to Evie Dean. To go to the track meet, so I will award the scholarship. I don't have a certificate, so just please stand. The American Red Cross Leaders Save Lives. American Red Cross and Quinter High School Student Council team teams up to host 2 blood drives. This year's recipient of $250 goes to Gus Bridges. Trevor Kaiser, would you please come forward to award?
Learn by doing. This is what happens when you are involved in 4-H. The projects you choose to explore are all learned by hands-on experience. Through Eli's 13 years in the Quinter 4-H Club, He has chosen projects that interest him and learned the ins and outs of how to best complete each project. He has been active within the club on different committees, service projects, camps, and held various office positions. 4-H is a huge commitment and requires time management, decision-making, public speaking, and numerous leadership skills. The Quinter 4-H Club started a scholarship program for club members and a way to give back to them for all their time and effort they gave to the club during their 4-H career. As club president and with the members of the 4-H Club, I am pleased to present Eli with $350. Thanks for your years in the Quinter 4-H Club, and remember the motto, to make the best better.
I'm here to present the Quinter FFA Alumni Scholarship. This is to an outstanding FFA member to help them as they go on to the next stage. They'll receive $500, and the recipient is Ava Gillespie.
Is Brock Mayor here? This year we had a winner of the directors of the county, let me try that again, county league directors, and it is a scholarship for $1,500. This year, that goes to Ava Gillespie. Bill and Bertha Fahey Sacred Heart Parish Scholarship. Students must be actively involved in the parish at Sacred Heart and register with the campus Catholic community. They have to attend Mass regularly and attend weekend Mass regularly and to have ongoing participation for at least 1 year at the Catholic community on their campus. This year's winner of $859 is Eli Miller. Luke Shem, Leave a Legacy, is in honor of a fallen senior from Sharon Springs. This scholarship is selected from their family. This year's, and we aren't quite sure what the award amount is, it can go anywhere up to $2,000. This year's winner is Eli Miller.
I wasn't actually prepared for this. The guy that was going to do it thought it was this evening. So, here I am. So I worked for QMC for 22 years now, and the sacrifices that we've made as employees because of certain wind conditions, you understand, metal on a windy day would be an issue. At times we have to stay later than we want to, or a Saturday morning, or come in early way whatever we want to. Because of this, the sacrifice of our families, we do appreciate the sacrifices that we make, and then it carries on through them. So Jessica Ward, would you please come forward, and Jesse and Jeff will say thank you for the sacrifice of the time that I've given them instead of giving you.
$350. Kaylee Knupp, please come forward. Kaylee Knupp for $350. Trenton Club for $500. Jessica Borger, $500, Eli Miller, $500, Gus Bridges, $500, Jalen Betts, $500, David Gillespie, $500, Eli Miller, $500. Foundation has been giving scholarships for years. When the scholarships grew up in a small house just across the street from the high school and was, for more years than that, in charge of the elementary school lunches. Many of the young people graduating from high school in Quinter these days are now grandchildren of those children receiving the hot meals she served. Applicants will have to display character and determination to succeed. This $750 scholarship this year goes to Gus Bridges. Melba Fairchild was an amazing mother, encouraged her students to strive their hardest to become all they could be. Melba was an extraordinary woman. There are not enough words to describe her. You can only have had to meet her once to know her. She loved to talk, smile, and laugh. Life can be stressful and hectic, but Melba always laughed to make things better. No matter what the situation is, remember to laugh. Melba knew life was a gift, and she lived it to the fullest and didn't waste a minute on negativity or being discouraged. Famous words from Melba were, "If you can't say anything nice or loving, don't say it at all." Melba was laughter, smiles, hugs, comforting words. Melba is loving and encouraged in Christ first. Others second. Importance of education. Melba loved watermelon, children, cooking with love, and teaching. And the front cover of Melba's Bible is her fun, curly handwriting, and it says in small and powerful note, "Try to live." Especially in this year, these words are never more true. The $500 scholarship this year goes to Eli Miller. Scholarship was created through the generosity of Pete Henry, who was a farmer for many years in Brewster, Kansas area. Pete had an inquiring mind and knew the value of hard work, thrift, and good management. This year we are very blessed for the following winners. Again, please just come forward. Career and technical scholarship winners are Jessica Borger for $2,500, Trenton Clubb for $2,250, Tavia Kreitz for $2,000, Tyler Johnson for $2,500, Kaylee Knuth for $1,200, Dominica Perez for $2,000, Bradley Riedel for $2,000, Julie Rummel for $2,500, and Keegan Underwood for $2,000. four-year university scholars. These are, the following are Jalen Betts for $2,000, Jake Boone for $2,000, Gus Bridges for $2,000, Evie Deaton for $2,000, Eli Grunbacher for $2,500, Eli Miller for $2,000, Gavin Selinsky for $1,200. They also select, this year, out of all their applicants, they selected 3 that received a renewable scholarship. So we actually have been blessed, and we have a $4,000 renewable for 4 years, goes to Ava Gillespie. This year we have a career and technical recipient of the Dane Hanson scholarship, which is renewable to any students going into career and technical education. This year's recipients are Kaylee Knuth and Dominica Perez. They received $4,000 renewable for an additional year. We also had a Hanson Student Scholar, which is $4,000 renewable for 1 year. And these students have to go take a test, then have to be asked to come back to do an interview. And then after that, they go through a selection process, which goes from the Colorado border all the way to Salinas. So there's a lot of schools involved in here. And we have Gavin Selinsky, who gets $4,000 renewable for one year for $8,000. We also had a Hanson Scholar, which means this student gets $6,500 for 4 years, which totals $26,000, and that goes to Evie Deaton. The Hagen Scholar Foundation will provide the recipient the following with the opportunity for a 4-year college education and graduate debt-free. This scholarship will help pay unmet financial needs of the recipient up to $6,000 each semester. Free workshops, free Schwab brokerage accounts, free studying abroad, provides the recipient with practical understanding of important life skills not typically covered in the school curriculum. This scholarship is renewable for 8 consecutive semesters if the recipient fulfills the scholarship's criteria and maintains workshop responsibilities. The first-year recipient will also receive $1,000 prior to college enrollment to purchase essential items for college not covered by the scholarship, such as computers, cell phone, clothing, office supplies, bedding, etc. Second-year recipients will receive an all-expense-paid trip to travel abroad up to $8,000. The recipient graduating college in fewer than 8 semesters can use the remainder to attend graduate school. This year, and this is a national scholarship, this year we have a winner of the Hagen Foundation, and that goes to Jake Boone. The Red Scholar is a 4-year scholarship that was established in 2018 to honor distinguished students who possess the grit, determination, and work ethic to graduate college in 4 years and become leaders in their communities and chosen profession. This is an $80,000 scholarship. This year, we are blessed to have a winner, and that goes to Jaden Boone. Okay, the Masonic Lodge out of Hoxie changed their contest this year. Usually you submit an essay and it was for juniors and seniors. This year was for only seniors. And it was for Quinter, Golden Plains, Wheatland, and Hoxie. And we had, they had over 60 some applicants. And they give out 4 scholarships ranging from $4,000 to $500. We will not know the winner until May 31st. We know who won, we don't know how much. But the winner, and who will find out how much, is Jalen Betts. Okay, not only have the students won scholarships, they have had the opportunity to take classes either through dual credit with our teachers at Quinter, through Northwest Kansas Technical College, and online through any other community or technical college. The students and myself make sure that the classes match up to their colleges through transfer equivalencies and have seamless transfer classes. Not only do these students get to take their classes at a discounted tuition rate, but they can also apply for a Grade Foundation, Porter Foundation, and CTE free classes. So I will read how many hours and scholarships amounts, how much they have saved, and if they were taking that class at the institution they are planning on going to. So please stand as I call your name. Tavia Kreitz, she took 5 hours, she got $300 scholarship, and she saved $850. Jessa Borger took 5 hours, she got a $300 scholarship, and she saved $850. Eli Miller completed 8 hours and earned earned a $600 scholarship, saving $2,051.92. Julie Rummel completed 8 hours, earning a scholarship of $800, saving $1,930. Trent Clubb took 18 hours. He received a $1,200 scholarship, saving $3,225. Kaylee Knuff took 18 hours. She received a scholarship of $412.50, saving $2,955. Eli Grunbacher received a $300 scholarship, and he saved $10,500 for 21 hours. Dominica Perez has 23 college hours, and she got a $2,125 scholarship, and she saved $3,548.75. Gavin Selinsky has 28 hours. He saved $7,700. Jalen Betts has 37 hours, received a $300 scholarship, and saved $10,475. Ava Gillespie took 39 hours. She received a scholarship of $1,837.50 and saved $12,562.50. Gus Bridges took 45 hours. He received a scholarship of $2,562.50 and saved $6,228.20. Abby Deaton took 46 hours, got a scholarship of $2,887.50 and saved $6,634.66. Jaden Boone did 49 hours and received a scholarship of $2,562.50 and saved $6,554.04. And I believe I forgot Brady Alvin, and he took a college class and saved $600. So that totaled in savings $76,065.07. Good job, guys. Okay, now we will go on to the signing portion. If the students will sit at the tables you know have to sit, and then stand in the back where you guys know where you have to stand, and direct your parents. So parents and students, please proceed to the tables. if you're not sitting down, if you could stay over by the stairs so we can take pictures so you're not in the background, I'd appreciate that. Parents stand on one side and reps will stand on the other. Keegan Holdeman will be heading out to the workforce for the University of Life. Keegan will be staying in the area to work and saving money to move out on his own. Keegan's ultimate goal is to move to California and become an actor. He will be moving to Kansas City to work with his uncle for a while, and then moving to Hayes, where he currently has an application in FedEx to be a package handler. Keegan's long-term goal is to make money. Keegan received a $2,000 per technical scholarship from Pete Henry. Please sign, Keegan. Will be returning to Spain, where she will be attending the University de Barcelona. Marta's intended major and career is to become a lawyer. Marta's advice to underclassmen is to choose the profession that you are passionate about. Please sign. Trenton Club will be heading to North Central Kansas Technical College in the fall, where he will be majoring in construction management and carpentry. Trenton's goal is to obtain an associate's degree while at NCK and eventually one day own his own construction company. Trenton has been awarded the Pete Henry for $2,250, the Porter Foundation for $300, the Quinter Community for $500, and he is awaiting for the Career and Technical 1,000 Renewable for $2,000. Congratulations, please sign. Bradley and Trenton, please flip-flop. Bradley will also be heading to North Central Kansas Technical College in the fall, where he will be studying construction technology. While at NCK, Bradley hopes to obtain a certificate in carpentry. Bradley's advice is to start early and prepare for college. Bradley also wants to own his own business someday. Bradley has been awarded the Pete Henry for $2,000. Bradley, please go ahead and sign. Jessica Borger will be heading to Northwest Kansas Technical College in the fall, where she will be studying to become a certified medical assistant. Jessica's goal is to continue to work in the nursing home facility to help the elderly. Her advice is to do a job that doesn't make it feel like you have a job because you love it so much. Jessica has been awarded the Pete Henry for $2,500, QMC Scholarship for $500, the Quinter Community for $500, the Porter Foundation for $300, and the Friends of J. Johnson Library for $500. Jessica, please sign. Justin Davies, going to switch. Tavia will be heading to NWKTC in the fall, where she will be studying to become a cosmetologist and nail technician. Tavia's goal is to move back to the area after graduation. Her advice is to do as many scholarships as you can. Tavia has received the Pete Henry for $2,000 and the Porter for $300. Tavia, please sign. Tavia Brady, please switch. Brady Alvin will be heading to the Gove County Welding School through Northwest Tech in Quinter. Brady's goal is to become a certified welder in the hopes of bringing the trade back to his work where he wants to learn to restore cars alongside L.T. Coburn at his shop. Brady, please sign. Eli Miller will be heading off to Fort Hays State University in the fall to major in social work with a minor in graphic design. Eli's long-term goal is to become a child psychologist. Eli's advice is to do all the scholarships as you can, as it will pay off in the end. Eli has been awarded the following so far: Access to Opportunity Grant from Fort Hays State, $2,000, renewable for 4 years for $8,000. Pete Henry for $2,000. Porter Foundation for $300. Federal grant for $5,345, renewable for 4 years for $21,380. Melville Fairchild for $500. Quinter Community for $500. Kansas Comprehensive Grant for $2,000, renewable for 4 years for $8,000. Chester Long for $750 times 2 for $1,500. She's also eligible for work study for $5,500, renewable for 4 years for $22,000, and she is waiting for the Kansas Minority Scholarship. Please sign. Would Jaden Boone's family please come forward? Jaden will be becoming a Tiger for 2 short years, then off to K-State University to become a Wildcat. Jaden will be getting 2 degrees, one from Fort Hays State and one from Kansas State University. He will receive a physics degree from Fort Hays State and mechanical engineering degree from Kansas State University. Jaden's long-term goal is to work in the engineer of aircrafts or the agricultural sector. Jaden will receive the following scholarship: Porter, $300. Pete Henry, $2,000. Federal grant, $2,350 for 4 years for $9,380. Kansas Comprehensive Grant for $2,000 for 4 years for $8,000. Winter Community for $350. O'Brate Dual Credit for $2,262.50. Tiger Pride for $3,750 times 4 for $15,000. The Hagen Foundation, $12,000 times 4 for $4,800. The Red Scholar, $20,000 times 4 for $80,000. And he found out today he's the Elks Most Valuable Scholar for $600. Congratulations, Jaden. Abby, would your family please come forward? Abby will be heading off to become a Tiger at Fort Hays State University. Abby's goal is to become a history teacher. Abby's advice is to fill out as many scholarships as possible. It's worth it in the end. Abby has been awarded the following scholarships and will be singing for the Fort Hays State Choir. She has received Dane Jean Hanson for $6,500 times 4 for $26,000. The Tiger II Fort Hays State Honor Scholarship for $6,700 times 4 for $26,800. The Tiger Pride Scholarship for $3,750 times 4 for $1,500, which will be replaced by the Honor Scholarship. Pete Henry for $2,000. The O'Brate Dual Credit for $2,462.50. The Federal Grant for $2,345 times 4, not for $9,380. The Porter Foundation for $337.50. The Chester Long for $2,500 for times 2 for $5,000. Collier Alliance for $1,000. Rufus Jameson for $100. Quinter Community for $350. The Kansas Comprehensive Grant for $2,000 for 4 years for $8,000, and she's eligible to become a work study grant for $5,500 for 4 years for $22,000. Congratulations. Gus's family, would you please come forward? planning on attending Fort Hays State in the fall and then continuing his degree at Kansas State University. Gus will receive a physics degree from Fort Hays State University and then a degree from Kansas State University in engineering. Gus's long-term goal is to become an aeronautical engineer. Gus's advice is to stay determined in your studies and fight through adversity. Gus has received the following scholarships. The Fort Hays State Victory E Scholarship, 2,750 times 4 for $11,000. The NASA Space Grant Consortium Scholarship, $3,000 for 4 years for $12,000. Pete Henry for $2,000. Porter for $300. O'Brien Dual Credit for $2,262.50. Chester Long, $2,500. Renewable for 1 year for $5,000. O.C. McConkney for $750. Rufus Jamison for $100. Quinter Community for $500, American Red Cross for $250, and Quinter Alumni for $500. Congratulations. Jalen Betts is heading to Kansas State University to become a Wildcat in the fall. While she is there, she plans on majoring in elementary education to become a kindergarten teacher. Her long-term goal is to obtain her master's in special education. Her advice is to live in the moment. Don't stress about your future so much that you miss out on the now. Also, fill out scholarships. Jalen has been awarded the Kansas State Tradition Scholarship for $1,250 per semester for $10,000. The Barbara C. Blanche Scholarship for $250 per semester for $500. The Porter Foundation for $300. The Pete Henry for $2,000. Golden Plains Credit Union for $500. Chester Long, $2,000, renewable for 1 year for $4,000. The Masonic Lodge from either $4,000 to $500. The Quinter Chambers for $200. The Vera Beaver for $200. The Quinter Community for $500. The Quinter Alumni for $500. And the Western Plains for $1,000. Congratulations. Will Ava's family please come forward? Ava Gillespie will be supporting Purple in the fall as she plans on attending KSU. Her intended major is agribusiness and accounting. She plans on being a farm and ranch finance manager. Ava's advice is to take time in doing scholarship and stay on top of things. Ava has received the following scholarships. Kansas State Ag Scholarship for $500. The Kansas State Limestone Award for $1,500 for 4 years for $6,000. The SEOG Grant for $1,200 for 4 years for $4,800. The Kansas Comprehensive Grant for $2,000 for 4 years for $8,000. The Wildcat Grant for $1,500 for 4 years for $6,000. The Pete Henry for $4,000, renewable for 4 years for $16,000. The Kansas Noxious Weed for $1,500. The Porter Foundation for $337.50. The O'Brien Dual Credit for $1,500. The Farmer Bureau Association for $500. Quinter FFA Alumni for $500. Chester Long for $2,000, renewable for a year for $4,000. Randall Turner for $400. Quinter Community for $400. And TNT Chemical Memorial for $1,000. Congratulations. Gavin, would your family please come forward? Gavin Selinsky is also traveling down the road to become a K-State Wildcat. While at K-State, he will be majoring in mechanical engineering in the hopes of one day working in the automotive design to be a mechanical engineer and the design process of car making. Gavin's advice is a good one. Keep track of deadlines. He says that even tattoo them on yourself if you have to. Gavin has the following scholarships. Hanson student by Dane Hanson for $4,000, renewable for 1 year for $8,000. Pete Henry for $1,200. Royal Purple for $3,500 for 4 years for $14,000. Academic Merit for $500 for 4 years for $2,000. And the Kansas State Engineering $2,000 for 4 years for $8,000. Congratulations. Eli Grunbacher is running down the road to become a Swede at Bethany College. While at Bethany, Eli will be studying biochemistry as he continues his education to become a medical doctor. Eli's advice to underclassmen is to keep your resume updated throughout high school and do every scholarship you can. Eli has been awarded the following scholarships. Bethany Academic Scholarship, $13,000 for 4 years for $54,000. Bethany Cross Country Scholarship, $6,000 for 4 years for $24,000. Pete Henry for $2,500. Porter for $300. Project Prom for $100. Chester Long for $2,000 for 2 years for $4,000. Quinter 4-H for $350. Luke Shim for $500. Quinter Community for $500. And Bill and Bertha Vehe for $849. Congratulations. Julie Rummel will be heading to Colby Community College to pursue a degree in veterinary nursing. Her long-term goal is to become a veterinary behavior technician assistant. Julie's advice is to talk with your family through the process, as support is vital. Julie has received the following scholarships. Pete Henry for $2,500, O'Bray for $300, Floyd Becker Estate for $1,000, Tom Morehouse Scholarship for $500, and Julie will be singing at Colby Community College. She has a $2,000 renewable for $4,000. Congratulations. Domingo, would your family please come forward? Dominica Perez will be heading to Colby Community College to pursue a degree in business management and administration. Dominga's goal is to one day own and operate her own clothing business. Dominga's advice is to take different college classes during high school so you know which major you should or should not pick. Dominga has been awarded the following scholarships. Career and Technical Dane Hanson, $4,000, renewable for a year for $8,000. Pete Henry for $2,000. East Fork Wind Project for $2,500. Career and Technical K-Board Grant, $1,000, renewable for 2 years for $2,000. The O'Bray Dual Credit for $1,275. Congratulations. Would Kaylee Canafsman please come forward? Kaylee is also heading to Colby Community College, where she is obtaining an Associates of Science degree to become a physical therapist assistant. Kaylee will do her first year remotely in order to complete some of her general ed courses so she can apply to PTA school next April. Kaylee's advice is to do scholarship no matter how stressful it can become, and don't be afraid to ask teachers questions. Kaylee has received the following scholarships. Career and Technical Dane Hanson, $4,000 times 2 for $8,000. Pete Henry for $1,200. Porter Foundation for $300, and the Quinter Community for $350. Congratulations, Kaylee. Kyler Johnson will be continuing his racing career as he has signed a contract to continue to race with K1 Race Gear. Kyler's long-term goal is to attempt to make a career in the racing world. He also plans on starting his own construction business, which I know he already has because he's booked out for 10 months. So, nice job. Kyler's advice is to don't feel like you have to go to college. It's okay if you don't. Kyler has been awarded the Pete Henry for $2,500. He also has racing contracts with K1 Race Gear and Swindle's Speed Lab, where he will get a percentage off products. Congratulations, Kyler. Okay, if you saw the Kentucky Derby, you would have saw that Rich Strike won the race at an 80-to-1 odds this weekend. So in life, you may not be in the best starting position. You may not have the biggest or the best horse. You may only make it into the race after another horse has to scratch that day. Your horse may have been purchased for only $30,000 and go up against multi-million-dollar horses. So it isn't always about having the best of everything or being the biggest or the most favored. It is about being prepared when it is your time to shine. It is about the size of your heart and dedication and to excel in everything you do. Would all seniors and their parents please come forward at this point? No, stay behind your tables. Stay behind your tables. Just go to your tables. So as they come forward, you have heard many of these renewable scholarships. You have to maintain GPAs. You have to make sure you fill out your FAFSA every year. With that, the total number of scholarships as these students have received to this point, and I can tell you there's still some scholarships out, they have received I'm going to try this really hard here, $733,461, let me try that again, $733,461,057. That's with a 4-year or 2-year, according to what the student's respective college is. So congratulations. Seniors and parents, congratulations. Good luck. Please note there's going to be multiple papers there. Some you're going to have to turn in, some you're going to have to keep. Please do not lose those papers. Also, you can take your banners and feel free to take pictures back here. There will be a reception for you guys afterwards. And congratulations. That's our program.
High school students, 8th hour.